Independent client customer birdsong. This is birdsong 2. This is the left-hand unit of a duplex. I'm going to make a video for this one because the other unit is just pretty straightforward. It's just a small L-shaped piece of countertop. This one does have to have a little bit of repair work done on the cabinets when we come to do the installation for this. So let's take a look right here. This is like a 14-inch cabinet to the left of the stove. She's fine with the spacing that you've got here. The biggest thing is that the cabinet has pulled away over time with the floor. And of course the countertop you can see is just sitting here. It's not attached. So new countertop, 15 by 25 and a quarter, no problem, it matches the same. But what we need to do is we need to take this cabinet loose and shim it on the front, or taper cut the bottom of it to where we get it back against the wall. You can see here I can stick my entire finger back there. So we need to get this one back against the wall to where it will be correct. And then we need to level the stove, but you can see the stove is also pulled away. Level the legs on the stove to bring it up to where it looks right now once we fix this one, because right now it looks right because they're both leaning forward. But basically we need to remount this cabinet, and when we put the countertop on, go ahead and change the stove to match that. Now on the right side of the stove, to put a dishwasher in a few years ago, they had to actually cut a cabinet out to put this dishwasher in. And so what they did is it looks like they took the end panel that was over here on this side and they moved it to the end. This is just a floating piece, as you can see. So what we're going to need to do here probably is to pull the actual dishwasher out, get into where we can work on it. Go ahead and get a small L-shaped metal bracket with some small screws once the countertop is put on to secure that piece back where it goes. But more to the point, if you look, they actually had to cut the knee cradle. That's what this was it's for washing dishes. It used to be a way that cabinet shops did. They call it the knee cradle. And right here on the right, you have the return. Well, that's what this looked like at one point, and they had to cut it out. And now you've got the ugly of the metal and stuff hanging out here where the dishwasher was installed. So she wants us to get, you can see the colors here in the room, sort of a honey on maple colors, pretty varied. So that means that we should be able to use a lot of different kind of materials. It's not going to have to be absolute color match because you have so many different variations in color. But we need to get some materials that are close to this color, and a 3/4 inch filler, like a 6 by 42, and use that here to just add a piece back in like this is to hide all of the side of that. Then the last thing is she would like us to get a piece of toe kick. You see down here in the bottom how the water had a leak. It came out and actually stained the front of that. So she's just wanting to make it look nicer. We need to take that piece of quarter round off and strip a new piece of toe kick across the front to hide where the old stuff is ugly there, and then put the quarter round back down so that it has a more finished appearance to it than what was left when they added the dishwasher. So again, this is going to be part of a custom part of this. It's not going to be just the countertop installation, but it is definitely going to make it look a lot better whenever we're done with it. Over here on this side, when they did this, it looks like originally they had cut this because there was a need for a bigger refrigerator fit in here. So they actually put a little piece on this because the side of the wall was just open. Cabinets were falling out of it, or the materials falling out of it. So when we tear the countertop off, we're going to need to trim that. You can see it's taller. We're going to need to trim that to where it's the same height. But more importantly, I ordered a countertop to come almost all the way past a 1/4 inch past this. So we're going to be able to come in here and actually make this match. If you look down here at the bottom, see where the piece of paneling runs long, just trim that out to where it looks, like the cabinets are supposed to look. A piece of outside corner molding probably wouldn't hurt anything in the same color to put over the edge of that to hide the ply on the edge. We definitely are going to need a piece of 2 foot by 4 foot 1/2 inch plywood for the left side of this. If you look in here, that's the attractive left-hand side or right-hand side of the dishwasher. So she wants this to have a wall in here, and then have, like I said, the piece of material and stuff here to create that finished knee space like it had on the other side, where it looks a little cleaner. Otherwise, standard plumbing. It's got a trap. It's got all this brand new quarter turn valves. Everything's been replaced underneath it, but she's getting a 33 by 22 standard stainless steel or a standard sink and a new faucet for this one, as well as some strainer baskets for these. Tailpipes on this one are 1.5 inch tailpipe. They'll need to be 12, two of them. Item number 10072, and then P-trap assembly 25072. As far as the rest of it, I think everything else will be on the drawing. Let's look at the drawing real quick for both units. Here, materials for repairs needed. As you see video 2x4 by 1/2 inch plywood, color match materials and 3/4 material, and then a piece of toe kick, like I was saying. Here's the drawing for Birdsong 2. This is the one we're in. 88 1/4, cap left, 54 1/8, cap right, 45 3/4 center line of sink, 33 by 22 sink, 15 cap two sides, and that's just your final cuts with build-up. The other one is Birdsong 1, which is the right-hand unit. Different color in that one, golden Romano, so we have to have caulking for different colors. But then this one's waterfall edge. Both of them are waterfall with 4-inch backsplashes. 92 5/8 right leg, 48 inch left leg, 45 5/8 the center line of the stainless steel sink. And as far as that goes, if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call at 423-650-1051. Have a great day.